By the time the camera light turned red, Maya had already made up her mind. It was close to midnight when she went live, an unusual hour for her, but fear rarely respects routine. Her apartment was quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator and the distant echo of traffic drifting in through a cracked window. She sat on the edge of her bed, phone propped against a stack of books, hoodie pulled tight around her shoulders as if fabric could protect her from what she was about to say. "Please watch this all the way through," she began, her voice steady but strained. "If anything happens to me, I need people to know the truth." Maya wasn't famous. She didn't have millions of followers or viral videos under her name. She was a community organizer, a freelance writer, someone known mostly within her city for her willingness to speak when others stayed silent. That night, she wasn't chasing attention. She was sounding an alarm. For months, she said, she had been receiving threats. Not vague online insults, but specific warnings. Names, times, locations. She spoke about corruption she had uncovered while helping residents fight an illegal housing eviction scheme. Documents that showed forged signatures, bribes exchanged quietly, officials who looked the other way. She had reported what she found to authorities. Nothing happened. Then the messages started. "You don't know who you're messing with. Drop it or disappear. We're watching you." Maya read some of them aloud on the live stream, hands shaking just enough for viewers to notice. She explained that she had gone to the police twice, that reports were filed, but follow-ups never came. She said she had packed an emergency bag, shared her location with a friend, and backed up her files to multiple places. Still, she felt exposed. "I'm not suicidal," she added suddenly, eyes locked on the camera. "If you hear that I took my own life, that is a lie. If you hear it was an accident, that's a lie too." Those words would echo across the internet by morning. The live stream lasted just under 20 minutes. At the end, Maya sighed, thanked everyone who had joined, and said she hoped she was overreacting. "But if I'm not," she said softly, "remember this video." She reached forward and ended the stream. That was the last time anyone heard from her alive. The next morning, when Maya didn't respond to texts or calls, her sister drove to the apartment. The door was locked. Nothing seemed disturbed from the outside. It wasn't until the building manager opened the door that the truth emerged. Maya was dead. The official statement came quickly. Too quickly, some thought. Authorities said there were no signs of forced entry, no immediate evidence of foul play. An investigation was ongoing, but early indications suggested no threat to the public. Within hours, clips from Maya's live stream spread across social media. People shared the moment she said, "If anything happens to me." They slowed the video, analyzed her tone, her body language, the fear in her eyes. Comment sections filled with disbelief, anger, and questions that refused to settle. How could someone speak out so clearly and then die the same night? Friends described Maya as cautious, methodical. She documented everything. She trusted paper trails, backups, witnesses. The idea that she would suddenly act recklessly didn't align with who they knew. She had plans for the following week, a meeting scheduled, a draft article half finished on her laptop. That laptop, family members later revealed, was missing. So was her external hard drive. Police said the items could have been misplaced. Supporters didn't believe that for a second. As days passed, the narrative grew complicated. Anonymous accounts appeared online, attempting to discredit Maya's claims. Some said she was exaggerating. Others suggested she was unstable, paranoid, imagining threats that weren't real. The timing felt calculated, as if a counterstory was being rolled out to soften the impact of her final words. Meanwhile, the live stream kept circulating. People who had never heard of Maya before now knew her face, her voice, the way she swallowed before saying she was afraid. Journalists began asking questions. Independent researchers dug into the housing scandal she mentioned and found inconsistencies, missing records, shell companies, names that appeared again and again in places they shouldn't. The pressure mounted. Authorities eventually confirmed that Maya's death was being treated as suspicious, though they stopped short of calling it a homicide. No arrests were made, no suspects named. Weeks turned into months, and the case grew quiet in official channels, even as public interest refused to fade. Vigils were held outside her apartment building. Candles lined the sidewalk, notes taped to the brick wall. "We believe you. You were brave. We won't forget." Her sister took over managing Maya's social media accounts. One evening, she posted a short message. Maya knew the risk. She spoke anyway. Please don't let her voice be the last thing taken from her. Still, without concrete answers, theories multiplied. Some believed Maya had been silenced deliberately. Others argued that fear and stress may have played a role in ways that were impossible to untangle. The lack of transparency left space for speculation, and speculation filled the void where certainty should have been. What remained undeniable was the sequence of events. Maya spoke out. Maya warned the world. Maya died hours later. That timeline became the core of her story. The reason people couldn't let it go. Years from now, investigators may reopen the case. New evidence may surface. Names may finally be spoken out loud in courtrooms instead of whispers. Or the truth may remain locked away, buried under paperwork and silence. But the video still exists. Every time someone presses play, Maya is there again, sitting on her bed in the quiet of her apartment, choosing courage over comfort. She doesn't know what's coming yet. She only knows that staying silent feels more dangerous than speaking. "The truth shouldn't get you killed," she said near the end of the live stream. "But if it does, at least let it be known." That night, she spoke out, and that night, she died. What haunts people most isn't just the mystery of her death. It's the clarity of her fear, the precision of her warning, and the unsettling possibility that she understood exactly what it would cost to tell the truth. And she did it anyway.